Episode 7, Prosperity. The best thing you can do for the poor is not be one of them. Pagdating sa pera and prosperity, maraming tao ang naniniwala na kahit anong positive thinking, hard work, and right attitudes ay walang magagawang difference sa kakayahan nilang magbayad ng bills. And at the end of the month, the fact is, ang iyong conscious at subconscious thoughts are always creating results in your life. Kasama na dyan kung magkano ang pera mo sa bangko. Your prosperity or lack of it ay resulta ng iyong pag-iisip. Ang iyong isip at belief system ang nagpapanatili sa iyo kung nasaan ka man ngayon, and your mind will keep you rich or poor depending on how you train it. What you think is what you get. Think poor, stay poor. Think rich, stay rich. Let us take our friend Fred na naniniwalang habang buhay na siyang mag-struggle sa pagbabayad ng kanyang bills. Fred only applies for low-paid jobs dahil doon niya naiisip na siya nabibilang. Sumasama siya sa mga taong nasa parehong economic bracket because that is where he feels comfortable. His friends confirm his belief na mahirap talaga ang buhay and change is impossible. Fred's entire family have similar attitudes to money and the inevitability of the lack of it. Dahil nakukuha natin mula sa buhay, largely kung ano ang inaasahan natin. At inaasahan ni Fred na lagi siyang short sa cash. That is what he gets because he has a program sa kanyang brain cells na nagsasabing, wala ka namang pera, Fred. Whenever he gets some spare cash, ginagastos niya agad ito. Subconsciously, he thinks, parang medyo strange ito na may ekstrang pera ako. I had better buy something para makabalik na ako sa normal state ko, which is broke. Through his self-talk, Fred confirms na ang money problems ay isang necessary part of life. He says to himself, hindi ako magkakapera kailanman kasi I never got a good education. Kung ang good education was important in getting rich, mas maraming university professors sana ang mga millionaires ngayon. Many highly educated people stay broke at maraming tao with little education ang nagiging very wealthy. Fred, may reason nasa maling trabaho ako to become wealthy. But plenty of people ay kumukuha ng extra job in order to get a start in life. Ang iba yon nagpapalit ng trabaho. Time may be the key. Fred may reason na wala siyang sapat na oras to get wealthy. Well, Fred, we each have all the time there is. That is 24 hours in every day. Walang nakakakuha ng mas marami or mas konti. Fred may na siya ay masyadong bata or too old or that he has a wife to think of o kaya naman wala siyang asawa na susuporta sa kanya or that he has too many kids. Yet, if he looks closely, makakakita siya ng mga taong creating their own financial prosperity habang nagdi-deal sa kahit anong combination ng mga nabanggit. Fred may argue, yun na gusto niya rin maging prosperous, but that he doesn't want to work himself into the ground. Again, we can find thousands of people na nagtatrabaho ng mahahabang oras and stay poor equally, and there are many who work respectable hours and get rich. Hard work is an ingredient, pero hindi ito nagagaranti ng wealth. Kung nakayuko ka lang plucking chickens in a factory 10 hours a day, ang pagbunot ng mas maraming balahibo ng manok will not make you much better off. At some stage, what you will need is a change of strategy. I make no judgments here. Ang pera is neither good nor bad. Money is just money. Si Fred, no kahit sino pa man for that matter, may be perfectly happy as he is. The point is, ang sitwasyon ni Fred ay self-created. If he ever decides to change, kaya niyang ma-achieve ang kanyang goals. Maya-maya lang, we will look at some action na pwede mong gawin to get wealthy. Money blocks. Tingnan natin how and why some people keep themselves from becoming wealthy. Maraming tao ang uncomfortable with money for various reasons and hence, pinapanatili nilang mahirap ang kanilang sarili. This may sound crazy, but it is true. Imagine yourself in the following situations para makita mo kung gaano ka-comfortable about having money. Situation A, galing ka lang sa bangko at nag-withdraw ka ng $15,000 in cash para bumili ng second-hand car. On the way home from the bank, nakasalubong mo ang isang kaibigan at tumigil kayo for a coffee. Habang nagbabayad ka para sa drinks, your friend notices na meron kang wallet stuffed full of money. Mahihiya ka ba? At magmamadaling mag-explain sa friend mo kung bakit ang dami mong dalang pera? Or would you feel perfectly comfortable in carrying the money and explain nothing? In order to make money or save it, you need to be comfortable with it. Kung hindi ka comfortable sa pera, you will subconsciously, if not consciously, arrange for you to end up not having it. Situation B, you meet somebody at a party na matter-of-factly na binanggit without boasting na ang pera is so easy to make, kaya sobra-sobra ang kinikita niya. How do you feel about the person and the comment? To be wealthy, we need to feel good about other people being prosperous. If you have any deep-seated ideas na ang mga rich people ay hindi mababait, then you will keep yourself poor because you would not want to hate yourself, would you? Situation C, you are out shopping with a friend and you find out na naiwan mo pala all of your money at home. Your friend has sufficient funds to lend you some cash for the afternoon. How would you feel about asking to borrow $100? Would you prefer na umuwi na lang muna and pick up your own money? It is important for your own prosperity na ma-feel mo that you are worth helping out. It is important that you feel you deserve help and money, as your ability to receive determines your prosperity. Situation D, kinapa mo ang iyong bulsa to find that you have just lost $500. Do you say to yourself, oh, well, somebody else probably needs it more than I do? O paparusahan mo ba ang sarili mo, putting yourself through hell for the next month for having lost the rent? If we are too attached to money, it becomes difficult to make it and difficult to hang on to it. Situation E, imagine that you are making more money in a month kaysa sa kinikita ng tatay mo in a year. How would you feel about that? Would you feel guilty for doing so well? How would you feel about him knowing that you are doing so well? Kung ang success is awkward for you to deal with, you will hold yourself back from success. Situation F, many people associate poverty with spirituality. Ang idea nila, it is virtuous to be poor. How do you think God would feel on finding out na kumikita ka ng $500,000 per year? Do you think He would say, what a greedy pig? O sa tingin mo ba sasabihin niya, good luck to you, you must be doing something right? Prosperity and freedom from want demonstrate that we are balanced as individuals. The spiritual texts encourage us to give to the poor at hindi para sumali sa kanila in their poverty. What can I do? Here is a brief list ng ilang mga bagay na pwede mong gawin to improve your financial situation. Number 1, decide to be prosperous and commit yourself sa paglalagay ng necessary effort. Ang effort is very important, but it must be in combination with the right attitude and belief system. Number 2, save first and spend what is left. Poor people do the opposite. Gumagastos muna sila and figure they will save later. Ang wealth is largely a matter of having a plan and then sticking to it. Number 3, observe wealthy people. Spend some time around someone na naging successful. Find out what the difference is between him and you. Pick out the positive, attractive points. Be objective. Watch him closely. Examine his attitudes and let these rub off on you. Number 4, ask for some help. You may be surprised kung gaano kadaming tao ang handang tumulong sa iyo kapag nakita nilang you are serious about helping yourself. Knowing how to ask for help aids our ability to receive. Number 5, constantly reaffirm to yourself that you deserve prosperity. Number 6, spoil yourself occasionally. Isang part ng process, of becoming financially independent is realizing that you can afford to spoil yourself. Also, habang nai-enjoy mo ang perang meron ka, you gain incentive to make more. Number 7, make plans and set goals. Number 8, continually stretch your belief system kung ano ang possible for you to achieve. There are hundreds of books and online courses na available on personal success. If you get one good idea from a book or a download, then ang oras at perang ginastos mo were worth it. Number 9, always carry some money for 3 reasons. Firstly, you will feel more prosperous. Secondly, you will get used to having money. Thirdly, you will learn to trust yourself with money. Also, baka ma-eliminate mo ang fears mo about losing money, which is important for your prosperity. Some people say, hindi ako pwedeng magdala ng cash or I'll spend it. Well, how can they ever hope to have any money kung wala silang tiwala sa sarili nila pagdating dito? Number 10, don't blame your parents, the weather, the economy, the government, your job, your education, o kaya ang mother-in-law mo for how you are doing financially. Number 11, attack every challenge with enthusiasm and commitment. It is ironic na na-realize ng maraming wealthy people na hindi sila nagsimulang gumawa ng malaking pera until they stopped working for it. Number 12, recognize that poverty is a mental disease. Like many diseases, ito ay curable. Para sa mga naniniwalang it can be cured. As with illness, it takes effort, initiative, and courage to beat it. And if you give up, you are in trouble. It is exciting to recognize na halos lahat ng happy and prosperous people have beaten the disease at some time in their life. And you can know. Salamat sa pagsama sa akin sa pagtatapos ng chapter 1 ng librong Being Happy by Andrew Matthews. Ngayon, alam na natin na ang prosperity ay nagsisimula sa ating isipan at hindi lang nakabase sa ating sitwasyon. Sa susunod na episode, we are officially opening chapter 2. Abangan ng exciting na bagong approach natin sa pagtalakay ng mga bagay-bagay in a Taglish way. Mas magiging relatable, mas madaling maintindihan, at higit sa lahat, mas madaling i-apply sa totoong buhay. Kaya huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at i-hit ang notification bell para hindi mo ma-miss ang simula ng chapter 2. Dito lang yan sa The AIU Project. Salamat!